Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. So for today's pick a card reading, we're going to be doing an energy check-in between you and the person on your mind. I do have oracle cards and we're going to get tarot and we're going to go, we're going to see the current situation and the energies and, possibly what's coming next for the two of you. So yeah, I got some new crystals today. I got these mushroom crystals. So as I was picking them out, I was thinking of growth. So that's why I kind of wanted to do an energy check-in. Now, I will talk in these piles about counterparts. If you don't resonate with counterparts, that's fine. It doesn't mean this reading isn't for you. It's just some of us resonate with counterparts. Some of us just resonate with a soul contract. But yeah, so yeah, 3 piles. So for the first pile, I have the books. We have the White Newman Tarot. And this, I thought was something else. And when I used my app, it says it's some kind of calcite and it's like magnesite or something. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Anyway, I thought it was something different. But yeah, that's pile 1. For pile number 2, we have the Tarot of the Divine and this rose quartz mushroom. And for pile number 3, we have the Crystal Magic Tarot and this piece of clear quartz. So if you need a minute, you can pause it here and I will see what you pile. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the White Newman Tarot and whatever this is, some kind of calcite apparently, this is going to be your reading. It's interesting. It's very green. Like, I just feel like there's been some growth here, and that's why I wanted to kind of do an energy check-in between you and your person. And you don't have to be in union or together with your person. But yeah, I thought we'd just have a peek. I'm also wearing green today, so it's very green. Maybe a heart awakening. But yeah, before we get into the tarot, we are going to have a look at the oracle cards. So let's have a look. So again, if you don't resonate with counterparts, it doesn't mean this reading isn't for you. It is a term that I use a lot, as it is an energy that I work with. But anyway, so one side is going to be you and one side is going to be your person. I'm probably going to talk about you specifically as one side, but if you're the other side, just, flip it, reverse it, whatever. So yeah, let's see what we have. Okay, so I was getting this as your person's energy. So we have the stingray. For your energy, we have the spider. So this is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this is water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For the connecting energy, we have 5-5, reprogram your soul, release, raise, reclaim. I'm not going to have enough room here. Well, yes, I am. I'm just going to have to. Anyway. We also have growth. Don't let anyone keep you from reaching your dreams. And we have stability. So I think it's very interesting because we have 5-5 here and we have 5 here. And, fives are about change and growth, so very interesting. So before we get into this, I am going to shuffle and get some tarot cards. But already I can kind of explain what I'm seeing. For a lot of you, I feel like you're both working on your own stability. I think that you and your person are, focused on not each other, but your own growth and possibly the things that you need to accomplish so that you guys can be together, I'm hearing. If you do resonate with counterparts, it's interesting because we do have those two swans in the left-hand corner here. And, you know, that can represent twin flames or soulmates or a soul spark. So take it as it resonates. So we do have death on the bottom. So perhaps, you know, you guys are both, this is Scorpio energy. Perhaps you guys, you know, had an ending and you're both working on yourselves. Perhaps for some of you, you're even together working on yourselves, working on changing this connection. I'm not really sure until we get into it. But yeah, let's have a look. So the first thing we're going to look at is we're going to have a look at what is happening right now, the current energy between you and your person. What is the current energy between you and your person? We have the Hierophant. Oh my gosh, it's another 5. Oh, okay, she's naked. Just give me a second, guys. Oh my gosh, it came out with a star. Okay. So you guys got 2 cards. Very interesting. Both major arcanas showing us that right now there's something very important happening. We have the Hierophant. That's Taurus energy. Another 5. And we have the star. So the star represents healing and growth. I'm just going to make sure you guys can see those cards. You can. I'm just going to angle it there. All right, so before we get into it, we will keep going with other cards. Let's see what is helping or harming the situation. So this is blocks and or challenges, or it could be energy of it being helpful, depending on the situation. Interesting. So we do have death on the bottom. And we also have that special card. So before we move on, I want to look at this card because this is a bonus card in this deck. And I just want to understand that energy. Interesting. Oh my gosh. This is very interesting. So this is what's blocking or harming your connection. And I really do feel that right now you're both working on yourselves, but I feel like you're probably not together. Because we have the Black Newman and the Death, and those are, you know, it's a very heavy energy of an ending. Black Newman is void pending loss. The 2 Newmen face their own extinction. 2 branches upside down, just about to burn into the sacred fire. The world is about to be spun upside down, and yet they still guard their altar, which drowns slowly into the depths. Ooh, you wanted to do a little jump. They wanted to jump ship. Did you see that? Once absorbed by the haze, their sacred nature shall depart, simply beasts once more, still with the promise of a recounter of the divine. The Black Newman symbolizes clinging on to causes that may seem lost, distraction, confusion, a challenge to faith with the knowledge that it shall return. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I almost didn't do a reading today, and like, I am so happy I'm here right now. This is so confirming. Oh my gosh, stop it. We have 4 of Wands underneath. All right, so basically what this is saying, I feel like you guys are in a separation right now, and I feel like you're probably not even talking to each other, and that you're both working on your own stability. And I believe in your own ways, you are working your way back together. The message of that Newman card was pretty powerful, that there is a, you know, a promise of a re-encounter with the divine, that, you know, this isn't over. And it could feel like you're grasping at straws. Like, I'm just sending so much love to you guys because I've seen a few of you in my comment section saying you feel like perhaps you're delusional or you're, you know, hurting yourself by watching tarot readings. And I'm telling you, I used to be you. I used to be you. And I'm telling you, you're watching them for a reason. And your soul, your higher self, guides you to them for a reason. And it is, I'm telling you, it helps you stay positive. It helps keep your vibrations up. It helps that hope stay alive. Hello, I am the Reaper of Hope, apparently. So anyway, I feel like this is a very strong message that this will come back around. And you may be feeling like, why am I holding on to this when I don't even see anything happening? I don't see growth. I don't hear from this person. It's very interesting how you have, look at all these, you have 3 major arcana cards and then you have the bonus card. So again, very powerful energy. I believe, you know, you could resonate with counterparts here. You could be dealing with a counterpart, or perhaps this is also, you know, maybe you were married to this person at one point for some of you. Oh my goodness. So you and this person have definitely been through things together. We have the Wheel of Fortune. This is definitely a destined connection. You guys could be mirroring right now, just where we have this 5-5 and we have this heart that's mirrored. I feel like right now you're both working on yourselves, and it's possible you started first and it's kind of, you know, pulled this person's energy along. I'm not even supposed to be talking. I'm supposed to be getting the cards. Oh my goodness. Let's look at your thoughts and feelings regarding the situation. What are your thoughts and feelings? That's a lot. I don't actually want to take all these. I'm going to reshuffle. I mean, I don't want to reshuffle. I'm going to talk about them and then I'm just going to take one and then stick them all back. But usually I don't take that amount of cards, but I'm seeing a huge message here, which is your thoughts and feelings right now. I feel like you are going through some kind of awakening right now. We do have Judgment on the bottom. So I feel like you're having downloads about this person and you could be questioning them. Like you could be even dreaming about them and, you know, questioning it. You could be gaslighting yourself. I feel like there is something inside of you telling, it's like that, this energy right here, it's like you can't let go, and Spirit's saying, you know, you're about to, or you're going through an awakening here. Very beautiful energy. I haven't even gotten to all these oracle cards, but one of these is about, I got the energy that possibly you're working on your own spirituality, and it is confirmed here with the Judgment card. But I also see with the other cards that you are questioning your judgment about this person. I feel like perhaps your friends, because this is coming right underneath this growth card, and I feel like possibly your friends don't approve of this connection and perhaps tell you to just forget about it. You could even be hiding this connection or the fact that you even still think about this person from your friends. I do feel like this person, because this is how you're feeling about the situation, about the connection. And I do feel like I feel like this person owes you an apology. We do have the 7 of Swords here. And what I'm hearing from this is that I feel like this person either cut you off, or I feel like there could have been someone else involved because we do see these two different hands here. That's just for some of you. But it's coming out with the Page of Swords. So I feel like, I do feel like you think this person owes you an apology, or maybe I feel like this person, I'm hearing so many things. This is why I didn't want to take all the cards, Spirit. You could be watching this person right now, Page of Swords. You could be keeping an eye on them. You could be curious about them even. You could, you know, I don't feel like most of you are talking to this person. And perhaps, you know, you do watch them online, and that's okay. I'm not here to judge. I do feel like this person deceived you in the past, though. And I also get the energy for some of you that you are second-guessing yourself, that you're gaslighting yourself about your intuitive thoughts. I feel like you're having a lot of intuitive thoughts about this person. We see a star here. And right now the energy is Hierophant and the star. So I do feel like there's a lot of healing going on right now. And I feel like you're probably getting intuitive downloads and questioning them. Here with the Two of Wands, I feel that I almost feel like you don't know if you should hold on or not, if you should hold on for this person. I feel like this person needs to transform in order to make amends with you or make it right with you. I do believe there's some kind of cycle that they have to close out, some type of transformation they need to undergo, especially with that Seven of Swords, before you would even consider this. Possibly they need to make a choice here with the Two of Wands. They could have possibly not chosen you. We do have the Knight of Cups, so that's showing me, I believe you hope that this person will come in, but I feel like this is your intuition. This is like deep in your heart. You want this person to come in. You see them as, you know, you have feelings for this person. You have romantic love towards this person. And I feel like you would love to hear from them. But I also feel like you're in your head about it. And like I said, possibly your friends are in your head about it because of what this person did to you in the past. I will say I see this person just like you changing. But anyway, we'll take the Seven of Swords. You know, that's right under that growth card. So I do believe Spirit's saying, you know, this person, just like you, has grown. And yeah, Judgment on the bottom. Look at this. I was talking about, I was feeling possibly another person. We have Judgment and the Three of Swords. So you do feel stabbed in the back by this person. And, you know, the Three of Swords can be a third party. So perhaps in the past, Temperance, oh my goodness. Perhaps in the past, this person hurt you. And, you know, there's also a fear of getting hurt again here, I'm hearing. I want to see your person's thoughts and feelings regarding this connection. Your person's feelings regarding this connection. We have the Ten of Wands and Judgment. Oh my gosh, you both have... Oh, stop. I think I'll move these over now. Well, I don't know. How are you guys today while I do this? Seconds of your life you'll never get back, my friend. Neither of us will. Okay, stop. All right. So we have Judgment on the bottom. And we have the Ten of Wands for your person. So your person, actually I need another card. But I'm keeping that Judgment in my head. How are they feeling about this connection? Their thoughts and feelings. Their person's thoughts and feelings. All right. If you guys heard that, that was a chair dragging across the floor in my hallway. It sounded like a toot. All right. I'm almost done here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm making it difficult. No, now we can't see them all. All right, so I said I wasn't going to talk about the cards, and then I spent all that time talking about them, and now I got to go back. The Two of Swords shows me your person is feeling the same as you. They're, you know, they're thinking, why can I not let go of this person? It wanted to come out with the Four of Pentacles. So it's like, you know, they're wondering, why can I not let go of this connection? And I feel like whatever happened between the two of you, I feel like right now you're both working on your own stability, and you're both working on your own path, your own growth. And I still feel like energetically, you're both pulling on each other's energy. It's like you're both thinking about each other all the time. And this weighs heavy on both of you. It's not just you, it's your person too. Your person is in the same type of energy here, thinking about this. I think in you know, your everyday life, in as far as your home, friends, finances, I feel like you're both working on yourself and your own stability. But in your head, I think you're both still thinking about this. And I feel like this person really hurt you here. I think they really hurt you. And that's interesting. I feel like they, again, deceived you somehow. This doesn't have to be a third party. They could have, you know, they could have hurt you in another way. It doesn't have to be a third party. I want to read you, I kind of want to read you that 5-5 card before we go any further. Whew, all of a sudden I'm getting hot. Sometimes I feel people's energy during readings. Where is it? Where are you? The energy I'm feeling is, it's like I'm in trouble. Like my cheeks are hot. It's like I'm in trouble. That's what I'm feeling. So perhaps, you know, perhaps your person feels like they're in trouble. I sure wish I could find this card. I'm going to have to go back to using the table of contents. Yep. I apologize for the delay. Reprogram your soul. $31. Okay. So what I'm feeling is you guys both had Judgment on the bottom. So I feel like you're both going through an awakening. And when I said you're working on your stability, it is this feeling of figuring out what works and what doesn't, what belongs in your life, what doesn't, who aligns with your values, who doesn't. And it's the same with your person. I feel like you and your person are definitely mirroring each other right now. Lots of 5s, and 5s are about change. So we have your higher guidance suggests you release all that no longer serves your greater good in life, love, and livelihood. Your soul is programmed with negative memories from every experience you have encountered in all times, spaces, and realities throughout your soul's evolutionary journey. These imprints have created stories that are deep-seated within your soul and are still controlling your actions. Very interesting. because this is talking about your soul being programmed with negative memories from experiences you have encountered. And it says these are still controlling your actions. And that's kind of the energy we were seeing as to how you feel about this connection. I feel like you're not sure if you can trust in it, and you're not sure if this person could change, I'm hearing. But I believe this person is working on their own growth as well. I did feel like they were farther along behind you, though. I'm going to keep reading this. This one. This card suggests you reprogram your soul by releasing attachments to people, places, and things that are not supporting you. This action will raise your energetic frequency, leaving your heart free to align with your highest potential. Cutting ties to these barriers removes interference in your soul's frequency, which has blocked you from tuning into your highest vibration. Bringing your energy into balance restores heart wholeness. Heart wholeness, that's very interesting, because everything, like, look, it's all green, and I got this green stone today, and I'm wearing a green sweater, and I think it was, at some point I said, I was feeling like a heart awakening or growth. The mushrooms, growth, anyway. Bringing your energy into balance restores heart wholeness and ignites your inner soul flame. This sense of being complete will enhance your ability to experience love in all areas of your life. You will not only radiate love for everything you do going forward, but you find appreciation and gratitude for all that is allowing you to reclaim your life in this higher state of being. So I am getting that you're both, that's what I was saying, you're both working on yourselves right now. It's like the Nine of Pentacles. It's, especially if you're counterparts, it's the journey that you go through. The Nine of Pentacles is where you work on your own stability and you work on your own growth before coming back together. We do have Seven of Pentacles on the bottom. So this does kind of represent that right now, you know, you could not be seeing any growth here. The Seven of Pentacles usually talks about something you kind of have to believe in. You have to believe that there's growth underneath the surface. And it can also represent with connections, you know, you putting a lot of work in and not seeing the rewards. But it's interesting because we also have this card, which is about growth. So a lot about change and growth in your, a lot about change and growth in your reading. And again, I'm hearing it's something that you can't see with in the 3D possibly, because we have this image of this frozen tree. And you would think it's not growing, but it's still growing under there. The roots are still growing. And that tree, you know, will grow even more in the spring. Once it's had this period of, it's almost like rest, and then it comes back even stronger, right? And it grows even bigger and it reaches even farther. Very interesting energy. So I wanted to explain a little bit about these energies. So we have the stingray and we have the spider, and I was getting that you are the spider and this is earth energy. So I do feel like right now you're trying to ground yourself, because I believe this person really hurt you, and possibly the only way, or your way, and it's actually the healthy way to deal with it, is to put that energy into yourself and put that energy into your work and your, not to the point where you're overworking though, and your own stability. And for a lot of you, I was getting that you're probably working on your spirituality. Maybe you're doing chakra alignment or something, or you're working on all your chakras, because we do have all of the energies here. You know, I feel like you could have been feeling or are feeling very discouraged about this connection. And I feel like there's something really symbolic about how long it takes a spider to build a web, but how strong it is. When they build it the right way, it can withstand a bit. And I do feel like you've been discouraged though. So yeah, the spider energy does talk about, financial, that's interesting. It does talk about financial and spirituality, working on finances and spirituality. So like I said, I feel like probably you're feeling frustrated with this and tired, and you've chosen to work on yourself, and maybe you're using tarot, maybe you're watching a lot of tarot, perhaps you're looking into other types of spirituality or things like that while working on your financial stability. For some of you, you may even be thinking that you want to create financial abundance through something spiritual. We do have the Hierophant. So for some of you, this is current energy. For some of you, you could be getting advice from a spiritual person, or you could even be looking into becoming a spiritual advisor yourself. I feel like there's a lot of hard work here happening. And I also feel like maybe even though you feel like you're holding on to this person, I also feel like by becoming more stable, you also feel a little better, or it makes you feel more supported, like you're your own King of Pentacles, I'm hearing. So yeah, it does talk about abundance following after this web is built. So whatever you're working on right now, I feel like Spirit's saying abundance will follow. And, you know, it can take time. We spoke about how long it takes that spider to weave that web, and it has to be just right so that it works. And I feel like that's symbolic for your spiritual journey, but also for this connection, that it is hard. And we do question it, especially when we can't see the growth, but Spirit's saying abundance will follow here. We do have, you know, the Hierophant and the Star, which to me says for current energy right now, I'm not going to pick up the Hierophant because she's naked. But that, to me, that represents spiritual growth. And it represents, I mean, it can represent higher level of commitment, but I don't feel that energy right here. I feel, when I say higher level of commitment, I mean someone saying, will you marry me? You know, I do see this as a higher level of commitment. I see this is definitely a spiritual connection. With the Hierophant, it does tell us that you guys have spiritual growth to do because of each other, apart, together. This connection is supposed to teach you some kind of spiritual lesson. And, you know, it does represent marriage. So perhaps that's some of the intuitive downloads you're getting, that you're questioning, is you're sure you're meant for this person, or this person is your person, and you're questioning it. We have the Star here showing us that there is healing happening here that you can't see. This is also a card about hope. So I feel like deep down inside you probably do have a little bit of hope, but that maybe your ego talks you out of it. I also think that your person is healing right now. The Star energy also represents, you know, that energetic, not being able to let each other go, that energetic attachment, and, you know, you always kind of come back to each other. The Star is also the energy of someone can have Star energy. So for example, I feel like you probably have Star energy, and there's something very healing about you. And what's happened is whatever shadows this person has shown you, or whatever way they've hurt you with that Seven of Swords, I feel like because they are connected to you with that star energy and they feel the way they do about you, you're worth healing for, you're worth growing for. And I think that's exactly what this person is doing. They're healing and growing. With the stingray, we'll look at the stingray. Developing confidence, sense of self, or spine. So this person is working on themselves. Perhaps this person was gutless or spineless in the past. Perhaps, you know, they didn't have a lot of willpower. I don't know. Or this can also be the energy, it says, of someone who blames others. So when poop hit the fan, they could have blamed you. Or if you... For some of you, I feel like if you tried to bring something up with this person, they could have turned it around on you, because we do have the Seven of Swords. So perhaps they gaslit you. Hang on. My children were slamming doors. This is also an energy of, when it's out of balance, of somebody who quits. So perhaps they were the one to walk away from this or give up. But yeah, that's, you know, I feel like that's how they were when they were with you. What we're seeing now, isn't it interesting how we have the rainbows in this card and we have the rainbows in your card, and you both had judgment on the bottom. So that shows us that you're both awakening right now, and there is something within this person awakening. This card actually represents a very pivotal moment in someone's life of personal growth. So like I said, I was feeling the energy that, you know, whatever they did to you, perhaps they did it to other people in the past and they just let those people go because those people could have said you're acting inappropriately, and they could have just been like, well, whatever, screw you, I don't want you then. But there's something about you that's, I'm hearing a catalyst in their healing journey. But yeah, it does talk about a very significant time of personal growth. And it's also a time where the person, listen to this, where the person must decide between the old, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. That's very interesting. So for some of you, if there was, or if there is a third party, this is the energy of them, you know, this symbolizes, for example, someone who walks away from a safe connection to pursue this because it's a soul connection that they just can't let go of. They can't deny it anymore. They can't fight it. So for some of you, perhaps there's a third party that they need to release, or that they did need to release. The good news is that your person is in this energy, which is when this jump from old and familiar and safe to unfamiliar happens. So we do see growth here. It also talks about pressure from friends and family. So I was getting that right here in this energy right here. It could have been your person's energy, or perhaps because you're mirroring, you're both getting it. For example, if this person has a partner, their friends and family could be saying, they could be trying to convince them to stay with that. Guys, I have to tell you, I heard the most sad story from one of my friends, and it's not about her, it's about someone else. And I won't say anything except that she was faced with the decision of being in an unhappy marriage or getting a divorce. And her friends and family kind of shamed her into staying in that marriage because they said things to her like, how could you do that to your kids? And you know, it makes my heart hurt because that's not good advice. Anyway, I won't go into that. But for some of you, there could be another person involved, and their friends and family could be telling them, you know, what do you think you're doing? And they could be filling them with those thoughts, those pre-programmed thoughts that we were fed when we were children, that we don't get divorced, we don't do that to the kids, and all those other things. Anyway, I'm blabbering on about that, so it must be relevant to someone. It also talks about, it doesn't matter what choice this person makes, if they don't choose the new one, the unfamiliar path of growth, of healing, of possibly a new connection with you, that they will be faced with this again and again, which is interesting because they had judgment on the bottom. And that tells us, you know, you hear me talk about it, when we make the wrong judgment call, Spirit constantly reminds us that we made the wrong judgment call until we make the right one. And this card is saying, if this person chooses wrong, they're going to be faced with this dilemma again and again and again until they choose right. So this is a very important time in your person's journey right here. And I feel like the reason it's happening is also because I feel like you're doing so much work on your own self that I feel energetically it's really helping this person. And I also feel with all these fives that it's almost, you know, all this change is almost going to balance this. Very beautiful. So yeah, for what's blocking it, for what is helping or harming this, you know, we did see that both of you right now are still energetically not wanting to let this go. And I almost think that's a really good thing, because it is causing this change and growth to happen. I think if you were too willing to let it go, there wouldn't be that opportunity for growth. If you were willing to energetically just drop them like a fly. Is that even an expression? Do flies drop? I don't know. That dead one did the other day in my reading. If you weren't here, I killed a fly during a reading by mistake. It was a mistake. Rest in peace, Mr. Fly. So yeah, I already talked a lot about how I think you're possibly seeing this connection. I do believe this person did something to hurt you and to betray you possibly. And again, perhaps because if it is a counterpart, perhaps you were triggering your person in a way, triggering some wound that needed healing. And I feel like you're very wary of this person, but I also feel like you still hold a place in your heart for this person and you haven't been able to let go of that. Okay, so I didn't get into their energy before I kept going, but we have 10 of Wands and 2 of Swords coming up for their energy or their thoughts and feelings about this. So I am feeling like we were talking about that wrong judgment call, and I believe that in the past they chose wrong. This is about choosing. Oh, actually, I'll get to that in a minute. I believe that in the past they chose wrong. And I feel like right now, the reason they're going through this healing awakening is because they're experiencing tower moments in their life and they're experiencing turmoil and heaviness, and it's a lot of burdens and it's weighing them down. And we saw with this card, you know, it's time to release things that don't work for you. It's time to clean up your life. And I feel like this is what your person is faced with right now. This, like this card said, this pivotal moment of growth. And I feel like they also look at this as they caused a lot of hurt towards you. And they possibly could think that you wouldn't forgive them even if they were to. I feel like they really hurt you is what I keep hearing, and that they're afraid that they caused too much damage here. Now with the 2 of Swords, current thoughts and feelings, the thing that I said I was going to come back to is, for some of you, this is choosing between a lover or choosing between you and something else, someone else. You know, it could even be a job. And I also feel like your person is really missing you right now, because I think there's a lot going on for them that they're missing, that the ability to talk to you about it. They're missing the ability to share with you, I'm hearing. But yeah, this can be about making a decision. So right now your person's in this energy of making a choice. And like the Stingray card said, if they don't make the right choice, this cycle will just repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. Now that Stability card, like I said, you'll notice the little swans on it, very twin flamey. So we have, it takes time to measure, I'm tripping over my words already. Let me make sure you can see that. Yes, you can. It's time to take measure of your life and put roots down. Assess who you are and where you are. Make plans for the future, but don't act on those plans until you feel secure in stepping forward. This is the time of preparation and going deeper. This card can also indicate that you aren't grounded and need to create more stability in your life. Think things through before you take action. Take time to plan your future carefully. Don't rush into anything. Strength is growing within you. Security and protection surround you. You are safe. If you're thinking of making secure financial investments and receive this card, it's telling you that it is a good time to do so. But it's not a time to take risks. What? Let me read that again. If you're thinking of making if you know they're secure, it's saying go ahead and do it, but it's not a time to take risks. So unless you know it's secure, is what they're saying. Be present in the moment, slow down and let go of the busyness and frenetic pace of life. Explore your roots, honor your past, go deep, reflect on your life. So, you know, you could even be in the energy of this connection ended and now you're going through your own soul awakening, trying to figure out your own purpose. And like I said, it's that type of energy. I'm so cold, I gotta take my sleeves down. It's that type of energy that it does cause growth within your person. Because that's how energy works, especially in these soul connections. So we've talked about all these cards, and with this, it's funny, I always feel like I need more answers. Like, I want more. So we talked about the Seven of Pentacles, I think, and about how this can be the time where, you know, you're in separation waiting to see what happens. And we do have, we have Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. So this is, you know, this is all happening in divine timing, and perhaps this wheel has stopped for a moment so that you guys can figure out your path. I do see your person coming back towards you. Look, we have the Hermit, which is that Stability card talked about some of the Hermit energy, about going within and healing and looking at your own life. So yeah, I don't feel like I have closure, so I need more cards. I'm gonna get nosy. Let's see how your person is feeling about you. I wasn't gonna ask, but now I have to. How are they feeling about you? We looked at how they feel about the connection, but I want to see, how do they really feel about you despite everything? Interesting. We have the Seven of Wands, which is an energy of worth defending, like worth fighting for. And it's funny because I said despite everything. And as soon as I said it, I felt like I said it for a reason. So they do see you as someone worth fighting for. We also have the Seven of Cups. So that shows me that, and the Four of Pentacles, they can't let you go. To me, this shows me that they think you're worth fighting for. This also kind of ties in with the energy, though, that it may be a connection that they do have to fight for, that they have to stand up against. We saw with the Stingray card, perhaps their friends or family, or, you know, involved in their head somehow. Maybe they're, I don't want to say they're bad-mouthing you, but perhaps they're getting in your person's head about this connection. We also have 7-7, very interesting. So the 7 of Cups is also an energy of daydreaming. And when I was talking about you getting intuitive downloads and perhaps not believing them, I feel like your person is experiencing the same thing. This is the energy of, in the middle of the day, you have a daydream about someone and you're like, why am I daydreaming about this person? This is also the energy of making a choice, because the 7 of Cups can talk about confusion and love, or needing to make a choice out of other, between options. So I do feel like your person needs to choose you. We saw the 2 of Pentacles in your energy. So part of me believes that they didn't choose you in the past. And I think I mentioned that when we saw that perhaps they prioritized something else, someone else over you. I want to see, I'm just looking something up, an angel number. Bear with me. Oh my gosh. We have 7-7. Angel number 7-7 in love and relationships often signifies a period of emotional growth and deeper connection. Oh my gosh. This number might appear when one is at a crucial juncture in a relationship, indicating the need for mutual spiritual and emotional growth. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. That's amazing, because that's what this card was saying, that they're at a place where they need to make a choice. That's amazing. A crucial juncture. So, you guys could have hit a point where Spirit said, that's enough, you two. You go to your corners and work on yourselves. I want to see what's coming next. I can't help it. What is coming next in this connection? What is coming next? Interesting. Ooh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's like a party in my head. So we do, look at the 2. Isn't that cute? That kind of reminds me of the Lovers. But anyway, doesn't that look like the Lovers? Anyway, that's the Moon. This is clarity. So this is also divine feminine energy. So perhaps you are trying to embody divine feminine energy. We do have progression here. The Moon can talk about having clarity from the unseen. It can talk about, perhaps what your intuition was telling you comes into fruition. The reason I say that with these cards is because I feel like intuitively, this is going to go somewhere else. This isn't over. And we have the 3 of Wands here, which is about forward progression. It's about planning. And we also see this, I do feel like intuitively you knew this was going to happen. I also want to say that we do see this kind of like snake skin at this person's feet. It could be a snake, but I believe the 2 of Wands can represent, it wasn't the 2 of Pentacles you had, it was the 2 of Wands. But anyway, the 2 of Wands, like we talked about when it came up here, can represent some kind of cycle or pattern that needs to be broken in order to move forward. And it's interesting that we see this snake skin here, because that can represent release and transformation. And then bang, 3 of Wands, forward movement. So I feel like after you both go through your awakenings, that we do have forward progression here. And I believe that's what your intuition keeps telling you, my friend, but you probably, you know, are talking yourself out of it. We do have Empress energy here. So I believe you are embodying or about to embody this divine feminine energy where you're not chasing this person. And therefore, what happens? It causes them to grow because you're not chasing them. Therefore, they need to catch up with you. Very interesting how this Empress is heading this way. She's like, I'm out of here. And look, we have the Six of Wands. This guy's on his horse trying to catch her. The Six of Wands is about success. For some of you, this could be, you know, this could be you being in the public eye as this Empress, especially if you're like a spiritual person. Maybe you start your own channel or something here with the Six of Wands. But to me, this is very symbolic that the minute you stop chasing this person, they're coming in here. The Six of Wands is about success. It can be about defining a relationship or like saying we're a thing now and telling people you're a couple. It also sometimes represents or depicts a marriage is depicted on it. So celebration. We also have the King of Pentacles coming in here. So the King of Pentacles is someone that's, you know, evolved, more stable, has grown, can financially more stable. And look, Eight of Wands. So forward movement, messages. That's the most interesting Eight of Wands I've ever seen. I've never seen this Eight of Wands card. It almost looks like Five of Wands to me with all those snakes. Anyway, very interesting. So that was what's coming next. Let's just get some advice for you. What advice do you have, Spirit? Justice. Oh my gosh. Oh, stop. Oh, look. You will have justice. Oh my gosh. If you're questioning if this is a connection, like a twin flame connection, I don't think you should be. This is very symbolic here. We have 1111. This does talk about moving in together. It talks about marriage, and it talks about you having your justice here. Oh my gosh, it's the Queen of Pentacles now. Come on. Stop. All right. So yeah, that's very amazing. So basically, your advice with the Four of Wands, the advice there is, other than, you know, trying to believe and accept that you are in a twin flame connection, this is also, you know, to keep working on your home and your own stability, which you're already doing. And as advice, the Justice card shows us that you will have your justice, whatever that means to you, that this will balance. Very beautiful. So these were the oracle cards I was going to get. So maybe we'll do, what shall we do? I feel like we need more, but I don't know. I already got a bunch. Maybe we'll do you want to do charms and letters? Maybe we'll do charms and letters. All right. Well, I grabbed those with my left hand and I got a bunch. We have N, X, U, E, B, A, K, F, G, Z, B, S, P, H, R, Y, D, L, X, D, Q, Dairy Queen, W, I, J, that's interesting, C, G. So there are your letters. Oops. Now we'll get your terms. All right, so I'm seeing Saturn on here. So now I gotta look it up. Now I gotta look up Saturn. Hang on. I'm getting there. Planet of limits and boundaries. Saturn serves as a model of discipline, integrity, and consistency. It helps us to find balance between its overactive, stiff and fearful, and underactive, flaky, unreliable, and defenseless states of being, finding the golden point between frozen rigidity and fluid formlessness. We need to learn to be flexible in an orderly fashion. Okay, then. Good to know. We have this. So this can represent, you know, a cycle completing. That can represent completion. We have a star. We have an elephant. We have a paw print. We have a flamingo. So we have a guitar, so music could be relevant. You could be with a musician. We have whatever that is. We have a peace sign, teddy bear, butterfly, transformations, another peace sign. So it's interesting. You guys could both be, you know, working on your own peace of mind. And oddly enough, it just brings you closer energetically. 4-leaf clover, which also looks like 4 hearts, doesn't it? We have angel. This is being divinely guided. We have a star. That's Aquarius energy, that healing energy. We have a bow. We have a mermaid. Oh my gosh, we have kitties. Look, we have, oh, look, we have kitties. You're like, I can see, I have eyeballs. We have a blue key. That could be communication. We have a Christmas stocking. Maybe you guys communicate at Christmas. We have an angel wing. We have that heart, which reminds me of music. So music, again, important. We have a candy cane. We have a skull and crossbones. So that person could have had toxic traits. We have the tree, growth from those toxic traits. We have a flower. We have a sun, sun card, Leo energy, happiest card in the deck, divine masculine, another peace sign. We have a flower and a rose. So Beauty and the Beast always comes to mind with that one. So there you are, pile 1. Thank you for being here. And as always, I am sending you so much love and light, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Tarot of the Divine and this rose quartz mushroom, this is going to be a reading about the current energy between you and your person. Yeah, pile 1 was very interesting. I do have oracle cards that I pre-shuffled and took, which we will look at. First, I'm going to shuffle and then we'll get the oracle cards. Oh, look, the 8. We have the star and the 8 of wands. So perhaps there's been enough healing between the two of you where there is forward movement, I'm hearing. But we'll see. We'll see what the cards say. I don't know if you guys can see the green of my sweater reflecting off everything, but I can. I hope you guys are doing well. I wasn't going to do a reading. I was like, no. I'll be responsible and do work. And then I was like, nope, I'm going to go do a reading. So here I am. And when I say work, I mean my other job. All right, so we have the Hanged Man on the bottom. So perhaps you guys are coming out of a period of stagnation or pulling your energy back from each other. Perhaps there's new perspectives here. We'll have to see what happens. All right, so for your oracle cards, you guys actually got 2 animal oracle cards for your energy. I do have, this side is going to be you and this side is going to be your person. So let's have a look. We have our good old friend, the otter. And like I said, you guys got 2 cards and I almost didn't take them, and I sat with the energy for a minute and I was like, no, I'm supposed to take them. So we have the dolphin. So here we see, I feel like this is water energy. I feel like you're in your flow right now. I feel like you're vibing. I feel like you're moving forward with your life. We'll have to see what the current energy between you and your person is, which I'm going to do before we talk too much. I said I was going to do that in pile 1 and I lied. So for your person's energy, we have air energy. I always want to say fire. I also get fire with this card because it is a firefly, but we have air. So we have air, fire, water. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For the connecting energy between the 2 of you, and it doesn't matter if you don't resonate with counterparts, this is a counterpart card, but it's meant to look at the energy between 2 people. Open your heart, set loving boundaries. So we have 9-9. So it's interesting because I don't look at these cards when I shuffle them. And when I cut open the deck, we saw the 8 of Wands and the Star. And I said, perhaps there's been enough healing where you guys can communicate again or move forward. We do have 9-9 here, which shows us that I feel like you both have been working on your own selves, 9 of Pentacles. And with this set loving boundaries card, perhaps, perhaps you are talking a little, or perhaps this person is about to come in. We have illumination. Whatever the question, the answer is to keep loving. Interesting. Are we going to have room for all this? I don't know. You and your 2 animal cards, pile 2. Do you have to do everything in 2s? And we have the Phoenix, 29. And I can already tell you, because I know this equals 11. And, we think of 11 when we think of counterparts. Also, this is on page 92, I already know. And that's very symbolic of mirroring, 2992. With the Firefly, I feel like I intuitively put these cards down, and I already feel like intuitively it's your person that's in this Phoenix energy, in this transformative energy. And it's kind of confirmed with that Firefly card, because that is, that's a spark of energy. Lots of fire on your person's side. So yeah, let's have a look at this. Look, we have Hanged Man, and we have Temperance, and we have 2 of Swords. So again, I feel like there was this period of no contact or pulling your energy back or reflection, because this needed to balance. And, I feel like it's worked out really well for you. I feel like you're on a really good path right now. And we see, I want to get the tarot cards before I confirm that. But it looks to me like you are on your way, and your person's like, wait for me. Wait for me. I'm almost a Phoenix. Anyway, I've already shuffled the cards, so we can get right into it. I'm so giddy for some reason in your pile. What's going on? Okay, so we're going to look at the current situation. So what is happening in your connection at this time? What is the current energy? I'd really love to know what that card was. What is the current energy? We have the Knight of Cups and the 8 of Coins. That's very interesting, because what I'm seeing is, I believe right now you've either got someone, I almost wish this card was facing the other way, like the Firefly, because I do feel like right now, if this was reversed, mirrored, oh my gosh, for some reason I'm seeing it mirrored. Very interesting. I feel like this person is coming towards you. That's why I kind of wish they were facing this way, because I do feel energetically a lot of your person's pull towards you. With the Eight of Coins, I feel like perhaps, you know, you've chosen to believe that you will hear from this person again, or that, you know, it was that this connection is worth what you've been through. I do believe you've been through it with this person, because your person is coming in Phoenix energy with that firefly. That can also be, it wasn't supposed to be your person's energy, this Phoenix. It could be that you guys are going through a transmutation yourselves, like this connection is transforming. It's hard for me to say if you're talking or not. I believe that you are talking, or at least about to hear from this person, because we have the Eight of Coins. So I feel like perhaps you've been working on yourself. You've been doing the work. Again, I'm hearing What About Bob? I don't know if you guys are familiar with that movie, but the scene where he talks about, I love What About Bob? Oh my gosh, Bob is amazing. And the way he behaves, like, anyway, there's this part where he says to his therapist, like, I'm baby stepping, I'm doing the work. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I need. And I feel like you're doing the work. And perhaps you're still waiting for this person to come in. Perhaps this is you, you know, working on yourself, working on your acceptance. I'm rolling my eyes at spirit. You know, being patient. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice, but I'm not patient. And I feel like perhaps you're getting frustrated, because look at the energy on her face. That's just for some of you who haven't heard from this person. Look at how the hands are red and the feet are red from all this work. But you'll remember that a soul connection that's worth a lot of work is worth it, because it's a connection that's worth that work. Very interesting energy here. So yeah, we have the Knight of Cups, which means there's either an emotional declaration coming, or you've already had one. With this firefly energy, I feel like this person either got the courage to contact you or tell you how they actually felt, or they're about to. All right, let's go. What is helping or harming? What is helping or harming this connection? What is helping or harming this connection? Do you want to come out? Oh, guys, when did that come out? Okay. So this is interesting, because I heard, when I saw that Eight of Pentacles, I remembered something my counterpart told me. And I was wondering, when I heard it, I was wondering if I should mention it. And now that I'm seeing this Ten of Wands as a blockage, I feel like for some of you, there is this heaviness around what happened between the two of you that perhaps you're holding on to, perhaps they're holding on to. It could also be that there was a lot of, in this connection, it could have been like a lot of fighting. It could have been very heavy energy, and not one that you could transform in. Because when we're in these connections and we're triggering each other and we're, you know, trying to make it work the best we can, push, go, go, go. If we just work hard enough, if we just do this, if we just do that, we can make it work. And really what's really needed is time. And I feel like perhaps in the past, your connection was so overburdened by things. Perhaps, you know, your schedules didn't align. Perhaps there was a lot of fighting. I don't know what it was, but it could have had a huge factor on this. And we started off with Temperance and Hanged Man. So like I said, I feel like the burdens got to be so much that there had to be a reflection. There had to be, like, Four of Swords, I'm hearing, time to reflect, time to heal, time to grow, so that you could realize this is what you both still want. Part of me wonders, I am going to talk about it once we get the cards. These are such beautiful energies, but you can see you're heading this way. And you can see, like, look at the, I'm sorry, but like, how cute is this? Because we've had the otter card before, right? Like, I've made the stupid jokes about the other otter piles. But we see, like, you're like happy and you're like, I'm going to work on myself and I'm going to go this way and I feel good. And your person's like, wait for me. Like, look, he looks almost distraught. This little firefly looks like he's screaming almost. Anyway, I don't know. I play with the cards. I can't help it. It reminds me of when I was little and I'd sit with my, I didn't play with dolls. I played with stuffed animals and action figures, and I would make them like talk and stuff. Anyway, we also have 7 of Cups coming up as a blockage. So perhaps, you know, confusion with all that fighting, with all those burdens. There was a lot of confusion, not knowing what was going to happen. This can also talk about too many options. So perhaps you had too much going on, or your person had too much going on, or they had other options, or you had other options in like partners, you know? Let's see your thoughts and feelings about this. What are your thoughts and feelings about this connection? I'm going to take it. Very interesting. I do feel like you guys are talking to this person at least, or about to hear from them, and you're ready to hear from them. I'm hearing, even though your energy is pointed this way, sometimes I talk about how these connections can't come back into alignment as long as you have your boundary, like not your boundaries, your walls up really high. If you're in that Queen of Swords energy where you're not going to put up with anything and you're not really ready to receive that person, it makes it hard for the universe to open that door knowing that you're not going to receive them well, right? And I feel like you're at a point where you are going to receive them well. I have been talking about how you're heading this way, but I also want to say, like, you've got the 2 happiest cards, right, in the deck. So I feel like I'm almost hearing Empress with the otter, like Empress energy, like, you know, you have space in your heart for this person if you're not talking to them. And it's almost like you're trusting that they are going to come back in here. For a lot of you, I feel like they already have come in with the Knight of Cups with some kind of declaration, or perhaps you reached out to them and there was a, you know, a conversation, a sharing of emotions about your feelings. And again, for some of you, you're about to hear from this person. For how you feel about this, I almost feel, for those of you in no contact, I feel like you think the ball is in their court. You think the ball is in their court to reach out, and that's fine. If they, especially if they made the choice to walk away or whatever. I also feel so much trust in this pile. Like, you just have trust. You have a knowing that this is a spiritual connection that you're meant to be in, that's not over. I do feel like for a lot of you, perhaps you are already talking to this person. I'll say some stuff about you people. You people who are in contact. I'm just kidding. We don't hate people who are in contact. It's just when you're in no contact and you see people like, my person reached out, you feel a little left out, you know? Anyway, for you people who are in contact, I feel like you see the change in this person and you're trusting in this, and you're trusting in this connection. We have the Hierophant energy, which is Taurus energy. It is a very spiritual, enlightened energy. And I feel like you know this is a spiritual connection, and you know that everything that's been happening is happening for a reason. The Temperance card, it's like you're trusting in divine timing. And I feel like you are trusting in this, and I do feel like this person has had an awakening, and you can either feel that or you can see it because you're in contact with them. And I feel like they've made things right if you are in contact, that they've been working to make things right. It could be very small little gestures because we do have like that little firefly. So I do feel like this person's making an effort, perhaps with the firefly energy. I know I wasn't, see, this is what I mean. I say I'm not going to talk about it and then I talk about it a bunch. With the firefly energy, that is an energy that's fleeting. So it is very much an energy that perhaps, you know, for some of you, this person might come in and like show you that they've changed, and then they might slow down a little, and then they might show you that they've changed some more, and then they might slow down a little. It does seem like with this open your heart, set loving boundaries, it seems like this is a time of, you know, finding your way together forward, if that's how you're resonating with it. We do have the Page of Coins. So for whatever situation you're in, no contact or in communication or together, you're seeing the potential in this. Page of Coins is Page of Pentacles. And that is a new chapter with growth, with stability. So you are looking at this in a more stable way, I'm hearing. The Tower, interesting. Maybe you're looking at it, you know, I did say perhaps in the past there was a lot of arguing. So perhaps in the past this connection felt really unstable. And now you're seeing, you know, the growth here. You are seeing stability finally. All right, let's see their energies. So what are their thoughts and feelings about this? Very interesting. Oh my gosh, you have very, oh wow. Okay. You have very similar cards to pile 2. So we have the Four of Wands, the Sun, and the Seven of Swords. So right away I'm seeing your person does feel like they, you know, manipulated you, or they could have ran from this connection. They could have snuck away from it. They could have ghosted you, I'm hearing. Even with the firefly, sometimes with that, it talks about the energy being fleeting. And I think about like the light going on and then it going dark. So perhaps, you know, this person has ghosted you before. Like maybe they talked to you and then they stopped talking to you. What I'm hearing is that this person sees you as someone who's shined shined a light on their shadows, because we have the Sun here and we have this like Seven of Swords, this shadow, and that can be an energy of manipulation. So perhaps this person felt like, I feel like they manipulated you with that Judgment card, but perhaps you manipulated them. And no judgment from me. We're not here to judge anybody. Perhaps, you know, you betrayed them somehow. But they still feel this energy. The Sun is a very positive energy. It's a healing energy. And I am getting like you shone a light on their shadows, or you illuminated their shadows and made them go within here. We do have Four of Wands. So this person is still seeing, you know, you as their happily ever after, as their person. This is twin 1111 if you resonate with counterparts. I'm also getting, it's interesting with this card, we see this person on this boat moving forward. So I feel like, you know, this person is looking at this connection. They want to move forward. I feel like though they did hurt you in the past, and perhaps, you know, that's part of that Ten of Wands energy that was blocking it. Now, technically, this is where, like, I have a you and them energy check-in that I'm doing, and technically this is where the questions end, but I am going to get a few more cards because, like I said to pile 1, I just feel like it's so unfinished when I do it like that. Like, where's the resolve? But anyway, so yeah, what I'm seeing is right now, I feel like you're either talking to this person, with this person, or about to hear from this person. We do have the Ace of Cups on the bottom. So that does show us that there is a beautiful new beginning here. One that, you know, the Ace of Cups is so beautiful because it's just full of emotion and it's about following your heart. And to me, it's very symbolic of that energy, like you're worth healing for, you're worth all of it. And we did see the Eight of Pentacles, so I just keep hearing it was worth it, it was worth it. We do have the Knight of Coins on the bottom showing us that, you know, this person could have been very slow moving to come forward here with that Knight of Coins energy. So for you, what I'm seeing is, I feel like, well, let's read this first because this is the connecting energy as well as the Knight of Cups. So I do feel like you're about to or already have been communicating with this person, talking about feelings. Perhaps you're at the point where you're going to start setting boundaries so that you know what it is, how it'll all work. I'm going to use the table of contents. I learned my lesson in pile 1. Open your heart. Page 37. So that's Wheel of Fortune energy. So things happening in divine timing, I'm hearing. I think I touched on it a little. There was an energy that I was getting with the Ten of Wands as a blockage, that perhaps this person really did hurt you. And perhaps, you know, there's still some grudges there, or there's still some really high walls or burdens or grudges that you're holding on to with this person. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not here to judge any of that. I'm just here to read the energy. But speaking from someone who does that, it's not worth it. Anyway, I'm getting sucked into my own my own grudge holding, but I also want to say that we put those walls up to keep ourselves safe, and that's okay too. But anyway, I'll read you this card. So it's this card right here. It's human nature to guard and protect yourself from being hurt again, but if you carry past pain with you, you will continue to put up a wall that prevents you from experiencing great love. That's what I was just saying. That's the energy that I was getting with that. Come on. Please. I want to show them the card. If you carry that past pain with you, you will continue to put up a wall that prevents you from experiencing great love. Letting go of the fear of being hurt and setting loving boundaries teaches you to trust the process and open your heart to receive love. So right now, I do feel like you guys could be setting boundaries, or you're about to. So if you feel the energy pull on this person, like you're about to hear from them, then this reading is, you know, here to help guide you in that when they reach out. This card indicates that you need to let go of your stories and cut energetic cords that are attached to judgment. Interesting. Expectations and comparisons to others. You may also be placing conditions on those around you by expecting them to fill a void that you need to feel from within. Be willing to forgive others who have hurt you. Learn to say no, to set loving boundaries. That is so hard, you guys. I don't know about you, but I suck at saying no. I suck at it. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm a chronic people pleaser who's trying to change her ways. The more heart aligned you are, that was my thing, not in the book. The more heart aligned you are, the greater your ability to express yourself from the heart. Giving your heart a voice allows you to attract abundance and create a life you love. When you feel loved, you show up as love and freely share love with the world. So Spirit's saying it's very important to set the boundaries here, and to release judgment on this person, especially if you're trying to move forward. I often say it, I didn't know what a boundary was until I was 37 years old. They weren't part of my upbringing. And so I had really, and still do, I tend to have really unhealthy boundaries sometimes. So I can really relate to that card about expecting people to fill a void or to read your mind or to know your expectations and be able to meet them. That's not how life works. And especially when you're two different people, you're going to have different expectations that possibly your expectations might be out of reach for the other person. And it's about finding the middle ground. And that's what boundaries are all about. It's also about discussing the things that didn't work in the past and setting boundaries so those hurts don't happen again. So, you know, however this person hurt you, it's important to have the conversation, or you hurt them. It's important to have the conversation about how to avoid doing that in the future by setting boundaries. So yeah, I wanted to go into your energy a bit because the otter is very Empress energy. It is an energy of just trusting. It's a very... My kids are so loud. Playfulness, contentment, full of love, needs nothing. So for some of you, I feel like you could even not, if you're not in contact with this person, maybe you're not even, like, you're so focused on your own path right now. But for a lot of you, I feel like you are. And I feel like you're probably happy to have this person's energy back in your life. This does talk about making excuses. So perhaps, you know, there are times where you're trying to move forward with this person and you're thinking about how they hurt you in the past. And you could bring up that they've hurt you a lot in the past, because with that Sun and the Seven of Swords, it could be that, again, you shine a light on it a lot. Perhaps you just don't have closure in like a conversation about it yet. This does talk about working towards a presence without the presence of doubt and worry and skepticism. So like I said, you could have these moments where you're really skeptical about this and this person. But for the most part, I also feel like you're incredibly overjoyed to have them in your life, to be possibly setting boundaries and moving forward with them. And with the Phoenix, I believe you've seen a change in this person. Now, the Dolphin is another... This is an interesting energy, and this is why I took both cards, because I was getting Empress energy, because to me that just looks like the Empress pose where she's, you know, she's not chasing anybody, she's just standing in her power, unconditional love. I needed to tell my children to be a little quieter. You know, it's unconditional love. By the way, this is the stone. There's a little thing on it. This is the stone I picked out today. I'll have to find the paper. But this stone is about unconditional love, which is why I bought it. I was drawn to it. And when I saw that it was about unconditional love, I was like, I have to have you. Anyway, so yeah, I feel like you're in this place of acceptance. And it's interesting that we have the Firefly and Illumination. And this card I laid on your side for some reason, and it does say illumination, whatever the question, the answer is to keep loving. And so I do feel like you have these doubts that sometimes happen, and perhaps you're still battling with that. But yeah, anyway, the reason I kept the Dolphin card is because the Dolphin talks about being a healer, and it talks about light. And so this won't resonate for not most of you. This won't resonate for all of you. But for some of you, I feel like you are not only feeling content or happy with where this is going, but you've also been working on your own journey and you see it going somewhere, or you see... It doesn't even have to be a healer. It could be whatever you're practicing spiritually, I feel like you're really, you know, getting in touch with your spiritual side. We do have the Hierophant, which is very similar energy, going within, spiritual wisdom, spiritual enlightenment. And that's kind of what the dolphin is about. And it also talks about being a healer. So like I said, for some of you, perhaps you are on your soul path to helping people, and perhaps that's what's got you feeling so giddy. You hear me when I'm here, I'm giggling my butt off, and this is my favorite place to be. And then I go back to my other world and it's like, oh, this isn't as fun. Anyway, I do feel like maybe you're working on something that does make you feel like it fills up your cup and makes you feel giddy and vibrate on a higher level. So this says the gifts of dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. It's easy for dolphin types to underestimate the impact they make in the world. So perhaps you've underestimated how much this person actually cares about you and how, you know, you have been a huge part of their healing journey, I'm hearing. These creatures play an important role in the wheel of karma, that coming in contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day, thus your life. Very interesting. So this is very interesting because this is telling us that, you know, what happened here was destined to happen. And I feel like you were a huge part of this person healing. That's what I'm hearing. That again, you shone a light on their shadows and they're changed forever. I have goosebumps. It's like they're changed forever. Their life will never be the same. I'm hearing, I just almost heard a song and then it just went away. It had something to do with their life never being the same without you, though. All right, so I will read you that transmutation card. Phoenix, rising from the ashes. Your life is changing, perhaps in ways you didn't expect, but it is wildly wonderful. Transmutation is the act of changing from one state of being or one element into another. The Phoenix is legendary for his transmutation in fire. In the flames, he is reborn, leaving behind his old and tired self to become a passionate, wild, and free bird. Something that you might have thought would never change is changing into something amazing. It's not an ending, rather, it is a bright, shiny new beginning. Bright and shiny! Situations that seem lackluster are transmuting into fabulous opportunities. Release expectations and limited thinking. That's what that card said. A big change is at hand in your life. What feels like an ending is really a beginning. Rising out of the flames and ashes, you are entering a new cycle. Even if it seems murky in areas, this is only the clearing before a rebirth. Hang in there, the best is yet to come. I'm also hearing for some of you, you might know that this person is healing and working their way towards you, and that gives you the confidence to be happy while working on your own path, because you know energetically this person, you know, still, like for example, if you guys have had a conversation about this, but you're not in union, and maybe you're in like low contact, keeping like a friendship almost is what I'm hearing. Anyway, so I do want to ask a couple more questions because I'm nosy. I don't feel like that's enough. You know, I feel like this you and them reading, the energy check, it just ends on their energy. Like, don't you want more answers? I do. Let's see what this person, I want to see how this person feels about you. How does this person feel about you? Oh my God, we have the Page of Coins. I meant to say, oh my gosh. We have the Page of Coins. So this person, you know, sees potential here. They see growth. They see, I feel like they see you as someone who's grounded, someone who's working on themselves, also somewhere that's going places, I'm hearing. And I'm hearing they think you smell nice. I don't know why. That's very strange. Maybe they like your smell. That's really weird. I've never heard that before. They like your smell. And look, Six of Cups. So this is about, they do see you as someone they have a soul attachment to, someone that they love very much, very nostalgic feeling. And for some of you, you know, you're already working on reconciling this. I also feel like you've helped them with their childhood wounding. And perhaps it's because you've had childhood wounding. I feel like that's something they really admire about you. Four of Swords, that's what I was feeling, that at this, when we were talking about this, 10 of Wands, and about how I was seeing there might have been a Four of Swords moment where you had to like separate to gain clarity. All right, can we see this person's intentions with you? What are their intentions? What are their intentions? Ace of Coins. Their intentions are good. Their intentions are good. And this is a stable intention. So yeah, I'm hearing Page of Coins. Their intentions are good here. They want this to work this time. They want this to grow into something amazing, into that Four of Wands. We do have King of Swords on the bottom. So this person, again, with that rest and reflection, we saw it right away with the Hanged Man, new perspective. So either they have a new perspective. I feel like it's them, because this is their intention. So I do feel like they're coming in logically and with clarity, I'm hearing. Let's see their next actions towards you. Especially if you're in no contact. What are their next actions towards you? I need to look this up really quick. I'm hearing a few things with this one. So, very interesting. This is Virgo energy. I didn't mention, well, I mentioned some signs. We do have the Tower coming in. So, this person's actions, if you're in no contact, you're going to hear from them very out of the blue. The reason I say it's out of the blue is because if you're not in communication with this person, the energy you're in is so, like, it's of acceptance and forward movement that I feel like this will seem shocking to you that this person is messaging you. For others of you, this symbolizes building a foundation that can withstand any argument, that can withstand anything. And, you know, it's very fitting that it's coming in under this set loving boundaries, because that's what this person wants to do. They want to build a foundation with you. The Nine of Coins that I pulled out as their next actions towards you, very interesting, because this is actually about, well, if you are not in contact, I feel like this person could reach out. There's something about your energy that's very high vibrational right now. So it's like you're glowing. It's like you're the mini Empress with this Nine of Coins. So I do feel like if you're in no contact, this person is going to reach out to you. I feel almost a fear that you'll meet someone else, but that's just for those of you who are in no contact. For those of you who are in contact with this person, very interesting. This card actually talks about balancing, having a balanced connection. So balancing work, balancing independence, balancing love. And it comes back in with that foundation building. They want this foundation to be able to withstand some of these moments that happened in the past, that it, you know, that it knocked that tower down. Let's see advice for you. What advice do you have? We have 9 of Swords and Strength and the Star. So your advice is to, you know, not get in your head about this with the 9 of Swords. Don't let that anxiety take control of you. Don't let those... I see this person as like being ruled by their anxiety, being overtaken with their anxiety. And we saw a little bit of that with the Otter. So just don't let the thoughts of, you know, the past get to you here. There's a lot about you working on releasing grudges or releasing past wounds. And because they are blockages in this connection. The Strength card. Look, mushrooms! Mushroom. Badger. Do you guys remember that? Oh my gosh, I'm so old. So yeah, Strength, that is, you know, I feel like there's also the message, fight that inner monster that's telling you, that's filling your head with anxiety and like anxious thinking. And, you know, there is, to me, this is a message of hope and healing. And Spirit's saying you still have hope here, and there has been healing. I feel like your person has done a lot of healing with that Page of Coins. And again, I just keep hearing this connection is worth it. It could feel like sometimes you're battling this creature. We saw a similar person in the 8 of Pentacles with her hands all bloodied and her feet. And I know you've been through a lot. But this is a connection that's meant to test you and meant to help you become the highest version of yourself, is what I'm hearing. I'm going to take both of those. And yeah, I feel like this is also a message of being patient. Because building a foundation and setting boundaries takes time. All right, let's see. Anything else you can tell me for what's coming next for these two? What is coming next for these two beautiful people? What is coming next for these two beautiful people? Well, I need a confirmation about that, Spirit. They told me to look at the bottom of the deck and I see Death and I see the 10 of Swords. So I do believe 10s are about endings. And I do feel like this is about releasing those thoughts that both of your egos, I feel, are saying here. This can also be about you releasing whatever it is that you're holding on to. You know, we talked about the building of the wall because we're afraid to get hurt again. And perhaps that wall needs to come down in order for this new beginning to happen. We do have forward movement here. We have incoming communication. We have forward movement. But I do feel like there is some kind of ego death that has to happen here. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking of pile 1 for a minute, so I just wanted to make sure I was in the right place. So yeah, an ego death. Let me just have a look at that in my little trusty love book. This book, I don't know, I just love it, this little pocket book. It does talk about, it talks about a painful ending, a moment where you feel stabbed in the back. So, you know, it's coming out with death and rebirth, which symbolizes, I'll tell you what they symbolize together. This does talk about getting back together after a breakup, after a painful ending, a rebirth, after, you know, you were separated to work on yourselves. We also have the Four of Swords underneath that Eight of Wands. So like I said, after rest and reflection. So this represents, listen to this, healing from the past, putting relationship back together. Amazing. See, that's why I looked it up, because people will say, like, it also depends on what cards it comes out with, but I'll pull a Ten of Swords and people will say it means this. And anyway, there's lots of different meanings for these cards. Very interesting. Putting together a past relationship. And we did see the Six of Cups symbolizing the same thing. And so, yeah, for those of you who are already moving forward, this is, you know, continued movement forward. And for those of you waiting in Four of Swords, waiting to hear from this person, we do have incoming communication here. So beautiful. I'm pretty sure I left it there for pile one. I believe we just got charms and letters after that, because I had already gotten oracles for you guys. So yeah, I think we just went into charms and letters. So that's what we're going to do for you guys. I tell you guys, I can't wait until I can do this full time. 6 more weeks. 6 more weeks. I'm counting the days. Every day I have like this mental, should I do my job or should I do tarot? Usually tarot wins. So we have PP. PP could be relevant. F, A, U, Z, B, M, S, L, G, K, Z, S, L, N, D, G. We have a GG. N, 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 G, G, H, H. Ooh. P, P. K, K, K. O, F, A, X, R, T, J, I, Q, V, V. Lots of doubles. Lots of doubles. Very interesting. I don't even know how long these readings are. I've stopped paying attention to the timer. All right, so we're going to stir these and we'll go to this section for you guys. Oh, we need more than that. Oh, look, we have 2 mermaids. So sweet. Ooh, that was a lot. This wants to stay on my finger, so I guess it's coming with us. This person could be cold and prickly. Or just prickly. I don't know if cactuses are actually cold. All right. Oh, we have the Cancer heart. Doesn't that look like a crab, guys? Doesn't that look like a crab heart? Anyway, I say Cancer heart. Look at all these flowers. Oh my goodness. Look at all those flowers. So flowers could be significant. This person could send you flowers with that Knight of Cups energy. We have this black lollipop. So the swirl represents cycles coming to an end. We have a key. We have a yellow butterfly. So perhaps working on your solar plexus. Perhaps your confidence is good now. We have, why can't I say it? A skull and a top hat representing death and rebirth, possibly. We have a scallop, however you want to say it. Look! Oh my gosh, flip over. Look! We had so many same letters. It's interesting because now we have 2 flamingos. Cute. Kiss, kiss. Oh, they can't kiss each other. You know what? Spider-Man might be relevant here. There we go. Now they can kiss. Oh my God, there's a high school. That's a shoe. My brain. I heard high school, even though I know that's not high school. It's a shoe. We have a bow. We have a cross. We have another key. We have a crown. We have a starfish. We have Hello Kitty playing the violin. Maybe somebody had a sob story and you could hear their violin. We have lips kissing. We have a violin. So music could be very important here. We have a crown, another key, lots of keys, you guys. Oh, look, we have a broken heart. Oh, we have a black butterfly. Black always makes me think of death and rebirth for some reason. We have that weird thing, which is in pile 1 as well. We have a rocking horse, a child, an elephant. We do have a mermaid pair. Hello, mermaids, reunited. We have a butterfly, the cactus with the 2 flowers on it. Oh, that could be representative of you both growing and blooming. We have a whale tail, very healing energy. Music may be important. We have an elephant. No, that's not an elephant. Stop. That's an owl. We have a crown. We have a turtle, another flower, a heart, a rocking horse. Is that the only rocking horse? Yeah. We have a locked heart. And we have that, that reminds me of the third eye. And for some reason I get Ace of Wands with that. So yeah, those are the charms. Thank you for joining me for another reading, you guys. As always, it was lots of fun. I love you all so much. You're my best friends. I feel like a little kid. I'm like, I'm gonna go play in my room and do tarot. Anyway, I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and I will see you guys soon for another reading. Bye. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. Just wanted to make sure it was recording. If you picked pile 3, which is the magic crystal magic tarot, one of these days I'll remember, and the clear quartz, this is going to be your reading about a current energy check between you and your person. All of the other piles have been very interesting, and you know, I feel like the cards just all worked with each other, which still shocks me. Anyway, oh look, right away we have the Fool on the bottom. Very interesting. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in pile 1 or in the intro. I can't remember, it all blurs together. But I have this like very green energy happening today, and I didn't even mean to. And I put green on, as you can see. I had to pull down my sleeves because I'm cold. And I picked up this crystal today, which I don't have the paper right here with me, so I can't tell you what it is. But it does represent, or it helps with unconditional love. So when I saw that, I was like, I have to get that. But yeah, that's green as well. And yeah, right away we have the Fool. So maybe you and your person, new start. We have the Emperor. Woo! Maybe somebody's in their divine masculine. Maybe somebody's taking action here and you guys have a new start. Oh, the sun just went behind the cloud. Ooh, we have a card over, a surprise card. Knight of Cups. Interesting. So maybe somebody has made some kind of offer to you or taken a leap of faith towards you, maybe. Confession of love, or this could be coming. Very cool. Tower. Interesting. No. Shuffle. I was telling pile 2 I'm counting the weeks until I can do this full time. I can do this every day. Ow, if I want to. Which I do want to. Again, I told pile 2. I feel like a little kid. I say to my family, I'm gonna go up to my room and play with my cards. There we go. All right. So before we get the tarot, we are going to get the oracle cards, and I'm going to lie to you just like I lied to everybody else. And I'm going to say that I'm not going to talk about it until I have all the cards out, but we all know that I don't mean that. My intentions are good. So this is meant to be you and your person's energy. I will point out who's you and your person. And it may be flipped, so you may resonate with your person's side, and your person might be who I'm channeling. Okay, so for your person, we have Turtle. So this is water energy. Oh, right away I'm hearing this person could be slow. I'm hearing Knight of Pentacles, slow moving, slow to reach out, slow to change, slow to commit, slow. Oh, and we have the hummingbird. Hummingbirds are beautiful, sign of hope. This is air energy. So we have air and water. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. Now this card is a counterpart card, but really I just want, it doesn't matter if you don't resonate with counterparts. This is about the energy that the both of you are in right now. So even if you're not counterparts, you'll probably resonate with the energy if this is your pile. Oh my gosh. We have mission accomplished, welcome home. Very interesting. Do you guys, you know, I always say how I see 69 as a twin number, and look, 6, 9. I also get Cancer energy with that 6 and 9. We have intention. When your focus is clear, your real match appears. And we have, oh my gosh, we have activation 36. And we have this swan here. And look, this reminds me of the Four of Wands. It's interesting because I often talk about counterparts and how I feel like it's almost like there's someone else controlling everything. And I usually use the example of like our higher selves being like, we're their puppets and they're making everything happen. For this, I feel like divine guidance with these fairies, like you've had help, not from an actual person, but help from the universe, divine timing, you know, spirit making things happen, maybe you making things happen first and foremost though. So let's have a look at how that's lining up. Perfect. And I'll turn on my light if it gets too dark, but right now the sun is still up. So right away we have healing on the bottom. So we have the star, more green. Oh my gosh. So very much, I feel like your hearts are very open towards this person right now. I do feel like there's a connection here that you guys are talking if you're not already together. I do feel like you guys have been through it with the star card and death. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you have this brand new beginning together. And that's what we saw. We saw the Fool on the bottom, and now we have the star and death. So this is a new beginning where, you know, I feel like you're both coming in healed, especially with this mission accomplished. 36 reduces to 9, and 9 is about the evolution of yourself. And I feel like you and your person have evolved and now are moving forward together. I'm not supposed to take that card. But yeah, and I feel, I'm going to look at the tarot, but I almost feel like you're in a place where you are, you know, you understand that it could take time here because your person is the turtle. And I feel like maybe you're finally being patient about that is what I'm hearing. And I don't mean to poke fun at people who aren't patient. I'm the most impatient person in the world. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Perhaps you are finding some kind of comfortable place where it's okay that this person is taking a while because you can see, you know, you can see something's changed. And I feel like, you know, this person's intentions are good. And so you're at a place where, you know, well, we'll get into it once we look at the tarot. See, I told you I would lie to you. So first we're going to look at the current energy. What is happening in your connection currently? What is the current energy? And remember, this can be, oh my God, stop it. People who don't believe in tarot can't make this up. I'm just going to flick on, whoops, I'm a mess. I'm just going to flick on a little bit of a light just to give us some more light. So we have the Fool. So like I said, right now, either someone's taking a leap of faith here. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're taking the leap of faith towards this turtle person. Perhaps they came in, or perhaps they want to move forward finally. And you're taking a leap of faith here because you have come to this place where you know this person's intentions are good, and that even if things become unbalanced, you're in this really comfortable place where, you know, if you can just kind of hover, you know. So yeah, we have the Fool for what's happening here. So a new beginning between the two of you. And we did see that star energy. So this is a healed new beginning. What's really interesting is we have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands can be described sometimes, it is, you know, it can be described as attraction, sexual attraction. But it also represents, or it can represent, a spiritual awakening, especially within a spiritual connection. So it represents a new chapter when someone or both of you have had a spiritual awakening and there's been spiritual growth and healing, allowing this new chapter. Very beautiful. Allowing you, stop it, allowing you to move forward together. This is about reconnecting. This is about getting back together, moving forward together. And look, we have Judgment. Oh my gosh. That's all your current energy. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. I wish I was pile 3. What's helping or harming this situation? What is helping or harming this situation? All right, this is beautiful. Look, this is beautiful. So I will say right now, there's 2 things that I'm hearing because this is helping and harming. So for some of you, I think that there's a lot of, I think my kids were playing with my light. Yep. So for some of you right now, what's harming it is perhaps you're trying to have this new beginning. You're trying to put down roots. You're trying to make something stable here. And perhaps, you know, as a blockage, this could be, you know, perhaps there's not enough communication. Perhaps, you know, you feel like this person isn't communicating as much as they should be, because we do have the Turtle and we have the Hummingbird, which to me shows that possibly this person could be slow to message you. They could also be slow to move forward. But for a lot of you, I feel like you understand why that is. I feel like with this Mission Accomplished card and the Swan activation, I really do feel like a lot of you are following your intuition with this and not coming from a place of ego, and you've done the healing, and this is moving forward quite nicely. For some of you, I'm hearing, oh my gosh, I'm hearing that it is actually communication that is helping here, because we were talking about what could be harming it. Oh, one more thing. You don't... No, I'm going to leave it where I left it, just that maybe this person isn't communicating as much as you are, and that can cause an imbalance. So just try to, you know, not over communicate to the point where they can't keep up with it, I'm hearing. But yeah, for a lot of you, what's helping this is the determination to grow. It is the fact that you've both put effort into growing, and communication could be very important. You guys could be communicating a lot right now, and that's really helping. And, you know, forward movement, very important here. I do believe that the openness of your communication is a strength here right now for some of you. For others of you, it may be a blockage. Take it how it resonates. So we're going to see your energy about this. So what are your thoughts, feelings, energies regarding this connection situation? What are your thoughts, feelings, or energies about this person? What is piles 3 thoughts, energies? So we have King of Cups. Oh my gosh. Look, we have King of Cups and Knight of Coins. So it's like, this is very symbolic of what I was saying. It's like, It's this. It's, you know, you love this person. You know, you have deep emotions for them. You know that, you know, they love you, but they're moving slow. Knight of Pentacles. It's slow. And that's okay. I always tell people that Knight of Pentacles is actually a very good energy because it's a stable energy. So I do feel like you're looking at this person as maybe they're moving a little slow, but I also think that you see growth in them. I think that you see that, you know, they're making changes to work towards something better between the two of you. But yeah, you definitely have very deep emotion for this person. With the purple, I'm kind of, and the unicorn, I'm kind of feeling like perhaps you guys have a telepathic bond, or third eye. Maybe you get downloads about this person. Can we get one more for your thoughts and feelings about this, or energy about this connection? Queen of Coins, beautiful. So I feel like you see this person as someone who makes you feel fulfilled, I'm hearing. I also feel like it is a more stable energy. You are feeling much more grounded about this connection, I believe, than you have in the past. This is a very grounded, confident energy. And I believe this person lights up your soul is what I'm hearing. It's a very stable energy. Let's see your person's thoughts, feelings, and energies regarding the situation. How's your person feeling? Spirit told me not to take it, but I grabbed it. It's the Queen of Wands, which shows us that very sexually attracted to you. They think you're very... I feel like they're feeling confident about this with the Queen of Wands. That's confidence in this situation. So perhaps, you know, even though they're slow moving, they're feeling more confident about where this is going. I am also hearing that for some of you with the Queen of Coins, you could be a mother. This person could also... You could feel right now that they're more on your level, coming in as the Knight of Cups because you're a queen. So you could be looking at them as they've matured. Take it as it resonates. We do have the Wheel of Fortune coming out first for your person's energy about this. So they do see this as a destined connection. They do see this as fate. Even if they don't say those words, they believe them energetically. This is... I'm hearing you help this person on their own journey. But yeah, destined. We do have the Eight of Cups. So in the past, you could have walked away from this person, or this person could have walked away from you. And they, you know, I feel like they know that it needed to happen with that Wheel of Fortune card. Can we get another one for their thoughts and feelings about this connection? I'm also hearing we're on the right track with that Wheel of Fortune. Like we're moving in the right direction. And that's a phoenix there, you guys. So we have Ace of Coins and the Star. And the Hermit. Interesting. So we do have the Ace of Coins here. I'll also talk about the shadow aspect of it because it did come out in reverse. But this person is seeing the potential here. We have a lot of, you know, we had the Ace of Coins want to come out earlier already, and we had the Ace of Wands. So a lot of potential here. We're seeing a lot of optimism, hope, potential. And yeah, we have the Star on the bottom. So again, this person is seeing this as a destined connection. They could feel very drawn to your energy. This is also an energy of feeling very healed by you. Not being able to let you go either. I do feel like this person had to reflect on this, though, with the Hermit energy. There's that Queen of Wands. So yeah, they could have pulled their energy back at some point, or there could have been, perhaps, you know, you helped them see what they needed to reflect upon, I'm hearing. So yeah, usually we leave it right there in this energy check with the tarot. And for every other pile, I was like, because I'm using like a energy check you and them spread. And that's where the spread ends. And I said to pile 1 and 2, it's just so unfinished. Like that doesn't give you any advice or anything. So of course I'm going to get more because I'm nosy AF. Anyway, I try not to be nosy with your energy though. I don't know if you've noticed that. I'm like, I try not to go too deep into yours. So yeah, let's have a look at this beautiful hummingbird. If you guys remember, we did have a hummingbird. I did a hummingbird reading a few weeks ago. Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Smart, curious, loves to learn. Very interesting because we have a lot of pages, which that's the energy. So what I'm hearing is in the past, you could have pushed this person to, like, you could have pushed for union, you could have pushed for resolution, you could have pushed for them to make a decision, you could have pushed them to act the way you wanted them to act or do the things you wanted in a connection. And perhaps, you know, perhaps this person, I'm almost hearing anxious attachment because that's not the general energy of the hummingbird. That's actually the shadow of the hummingbird. So, you know, in the past, you could have been pushy towards this. And it's really interesting because I can almost see that you tried to force the connection. And then there was a moment where you had to be in acceptance and stop. And that's when this healing happened, this activation happened. And perhaps that's when your person started coming back towards you, when you stopped pushing, when you stopped expecting it to happen. This is a very positive energy. So I do feel like, I'm sure you have the odd moment where you question it, but right now I feel overall, you do have hope here. Even if you're not in union with this person, maybe you're just talking to them. I do see you having a lot of hope here and almost trusting in your intuition. You know, we have this intention card here with the beautiful unicorn. And to me, that really is about listening to your intuition and then accepting that that is what's supposed to happen and, you know, letting the universe guide you into that higher timeline. So yeah, the hummingbird, it is a positive energy. But like I said, in the past, perhaps you tried to force this to work. So it does, I'll read the whole thing. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. So with that, I'm getting the message that you've been through it with this person, and perhaps you've learned what works and what doesn't. And that's where we get that hovering energy of the hummingbird. They know if they go in if you go in this way, it's not going to work because trial and error, you've been there before. I also believe that there's an energy here where you might have heard me talk about it in other readings where we need to take a moment when we're triggered to look within at what's causing that trigger. And that's the only way to heal that trigger. So perhaps you've spent a lot of time looking at your triggers. And now you know when you're triggered, you know when you need to pull your energy back. You know when you need to say, I need a break. I need to just think about myself for a minute. And, you know, it doesn't cause an argument because you know how to work with your energy now is what I'm hearing. This also talks about creativity and exploring spirituality. So, you know, I do believe that you're here and I feel like you're very spiritual because you're already here, and hats off to you, my friend. I spent way too much time judging people who were spiritual, calling them crazy. I did. I admit it. I used to sit on my couch and say, I only trust what I can touch, like science. Science, you know, well, you know what I'm trying to say. I only trusted in things that I could see and believe and touch and understand, or that someone scientifically proved that it existed. And now look at me. Now I'm seeing dead animals on the road and taking them as signs. Or dead spiders. Rest in peace, Mr. Spider. If you missed it, the other day I killed a spider by mistake. All right. Do not hesitate. The time is now. Take action. Very beautiful. Activation. Very twin flamey. Do not hesitate. The time is now. Take action. It's okay if you are hesitant or even afraid. Face that fear and do it anyway. There are times to pull back and think carefully before every action, but this isn't one of those times. Forge ahead with courage and certainty, for a new beginning awaits you. And that's what we started with, a new beginning. Makes me giddy. You might experience some chaos or turmoil, but that is part of this exciting time of activation. And I was just saying, you could still have those moments, but you've learned how to work with that energy. So you know to remove yourself or take time before responding. Anyway, beautiful. Do not allow upheaval to disrupt your forward trajectory. Be courageous and forthright. Make your decisions swiftly and with confidence, and then act on them with steely resolve. Get ready. Big changes are ahead. Things that have been incubating now are coming to life. A profound transformation is ahead. Take risks. Keep going. Prepare for this time of upheaval, fluctuations, and renewal. The end result will be glorious. I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps. Oh my gosh. I have goosebumps. Oh my. I used to get goosebumps when I listened to readers. Anyway, very cool. All right. So now we're going to talk about your turtle person. Turtle. Turtles are amazing. Where's my turtle? My turtle's right here. Come on out, buddy. Come on out, Mr. Turtle. Come over with your hummingbird. You guys can be together since you're too slow to get over there. Oh my God, why am I so happy? I'm giddy right now. Oh my gosh. Maybe this person makes you very happy, or maybe I'm picking up on your person's energy. Grounded, trusting, at home in the self, slows down to a halt. So yeah, your person could have just stopped their foot on the gas at one point and completely, dropped from your vision, or they might have ghosted you, something, because this does talk about slowing down to an absolute halt. But yeah, we have grounded, trusting. So this is an energy of someone who is connecting to the deeper truths of life. So this is someone who's, they've looked within here. They're looking within at what this means. We saw that they do feel this connection is destined, and that, I feel like they've also realized what's important in life, and that's ultimately love. We're raised to believe that everything else is important, but love is truly, to me, love is the most important thing. And this talks about telling a new tale, closing a chapter and starting a new one. Very beautiful. This is also a productive energy. So like I said, I feel like you do see that this person's been growing. You do see the growth here. I feel like if you were in separation, that time for your person was very productive. I did say I was going to look something up here, so I'm just going to quickly look it up before we move on. So this was their feelings, and it's interesting because at one point I was shuffling and I saw the Tower. This talks about, this does talk about loss of stability within a connection. So perhaps in the past there was you know, a loss of stability. I also see this could indicate that there were, it's interesting because this person sees the potential here. They see growth here. One thing that I am hearing, it's possible that in the past, maybe they didn't make as much money as you. Excuse me. Or perhaps you're more evolved than they are career-wise. And I feel like that could have played an impact here or had an impact. It does talk about money issues within a relationship. So maybe there was fighting about money, or perhaps in the past, they didn't feel like they could give to you the way that you deserved to be protected and provided for, is what I'm hearing. So that's the front of this book, this card right here. Mission accomplished 54. Stop. Mission accomplished is on page 54, which is 9. This is 36, which is 9. And 9s are about evolution of self. It's that energy that we're in before we, you know, as counterparts or whatever. It doesn't matter if you're not a counterpart. It's the energy where we work on our own evolution so that, you know, we can come back together. 54. All right, let's see what we have to say. Just like the majestic swan, you have the ability to captivate with supreme radiance. Wear your crown of glory with dignity. Look at this. I hear wear your crown of glory with dignity. Is that what it was? Wear your crown of glory with dignity. And look at that. To me, that's that type of energy. Very beautiful. Very evolved, I'm hearing. Wear your crown of glory with dignity. Your life portrays a beautiful image of ease and grace as your actions exemplify wonder in motion. You stand tall with pride. Look at that. Tall with pride in your radiance. You stand tall with pride and go forward in life with steadfast inner peace and purity. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. You embody the harmonic balance of masculine and feminine energies, creating oneness with your divine source. You are in perfect alignment, which generates personal empowerment. 9, self-evolution. Allowing you to experience supreme joy and spiritual enlightenment, living moment to moment. Take time to explore the beauty of your journey. This card implies that you have become the oracle because you have aligned with your higher wisdom, which has been directing you this entire ascension journey. What did I say? And these little fairies guiding you as well. You have become one with yourself and the world. Stay the course and focus on progression, not perfection. Oh my gosh. We did talk about your person making slow progression and seeing the progression. And this is saying not the perfection, the progression. Amazing. You have earned the ability to make meaningful money and have affirming relationships. Consider this card a huge congratulations because you have found heaven on earth. May you continue to experience inner peace and happiness. Welcome home. It's funny how I was talking about love being the most important thing, because perhaps that's a realization that you've just had, that, you know, work isn't everything. Perhaps also because you're in this energy, perhaps you are experiencing a lot of abundance right now in your financial world, perhaps an influx in finances or just financial freedom, not having to worry about, you know, when is your next paycheck? And also, you know, joy within being connected with this person again. It's very beautiful energy. So now that I've read that, I'm going to get you a few more cards because that just seems wrong. So Spirit, let's see. I want to see how this person feels about you specifically, not about the connection, but about you. What do they think of pile 3? Look at that. Ace of Swords. or sorry, Ace of Wands. So very attracted to you. They see the growth with you. They see this new beginning with you. Beautiful energy. You could be highly spiritual. One more card for how they see you. How do they feel about you? That wanted to come out. We have 3 of coins. I'll take it. I'll take it. So we have 3 of coins. So this talks about working as a team. So I feel like in the past, maybe you did try and push things, and perhaps that made that person avoid. But now, you know, this person is looking at you as someone they want to be with. They want to work with you. This is also very symbolic of divinity or divine energy. So, you know, you're their divine love, I'm hearing. And we have Judgment on the bottom. So, you know, I feel like, hello, Mr. Fly, I won't kill you. Goodbye. With the 8 of coins, you know, it's been worth it. It's been worth this work. It's been worth the journey. It's been worth the growth. Let's see. What is this person's intentions with you? I always feel like a parent. What are your intentions with her? Them, him, you, whatever you identify as. Oh my gosh. So this is very interesting for intentions, because this is like, typically when we see 4 of coins, we see like holding back or watching our money. But this card specifically to me is such a beautiful card about, you know, to me, I'm hearing never let go. Titanic could be important. Oh my gosh, never let go. Does anybody else find it ironic that she was like holding onto his hand? If you haven't seen the end, where have you been? She's holding his hand and she's like, I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. And then she kisses his hand and then she lets him go. And I know that like energetically she didn't let him go. But as a kid, I was like, but you just let him go, Rose. You just let him go. Anyway, I'm getting this, I'll never let go. And we have 4 of Wands, which is union. So this person intends to have union with you or even live with you. This can also be a wedding. Beautiful. But yeah, I feel like this person's intentions is to keep working on this and to not let go and to not, you know, hold back anymore. Perhaps they were holding back in the past. Let's see what's coming or what their next actions will be. The 6 of Cups wanted to come out. We have the 10 of Swords and the King of Swords. So I feel like this person, I already feel like you're, you know, at least talking to them probably. But to me, this is very symbolic of this person, you know, proving to you that they have clarity, proving to you that there's been this ego death here, or that, you know, this ending, this pattern that they used to have in the past, whatever it was, it has ended here. And, you know, I also feel like they see what it was that they were doing, I'm hearing, because the King of Swords is someone with a lot of clarity. And 10s, you know, it's interesting because we were talking about it in pile 2 about how some people see 10s and they automatically think it's bad news, and that's not it at all. Let's go to the 10 of Swords. Oh, it's very similar to 10 of Wands. Very interesting. So with the King of Swords here and the 10 of Swords, very interesting. It does talk about in the past, you know, possibly this person caused separation, pain. It does mention possible infidelity. Only take that if it resonates. And this person is coming in to make this right. They have had an awakening about it here. Page of Wands. You know, I believe that this is in the past. And this also can represent healing a past relationship. So this person wants to heal whatever these wounds are that happen between you. They're very determined here to heal this with you. Very beautiful. Let's see what's coming next for these two. What's coming next for the two of you? What's coming next? Anything else? No? The Knight of Cups. I swear that was the first card out. We saw that with the new, the Fool. So, you know, let me just get that out. But this is about, I know what it means as a person. Flirtation, romance, attraction, offer of love, being in love. So that's what's coming next for you guys. Lots of romance and flirting and connecting, I'm hearing. That's just beautiful. What advice do you have about this connection? What advice do you have, Spirit? What advice do you have moving forward about this connection? What advice? So we have the Moon. Oh my gosh, we have those. Oh my gosh, look at this. We have the Four of Wands, Moon, and Justice. So Spirit's saying, I believe that the energy is balanced here. That this person is coming from a good place. I feel like their intentions are good. It could be, you know, you may still have to listen to your intuition with this Moon energy. But, you know, as advice, this Four of Wands, the same thing I think came out in pile 2 as advice. And to me, it's just reinforcing that, you know, this is a connection that's going to end in union. You know, this isn't the first time this card has come out during your reading. And, you know, I do feel like things needed to come into balance here. And perhaps your person did make a lot of mistakes and they needed to fix those mistakes before this could move forward. With the Moon, I feel like Spirit's saying, keep listening to your intuition, because I feel like sometimes you may still question this. Justice, this is saying romantic efforts rewarded. So all this work that you've put in is being rewarded. And this also talks about compromise. So compromise will be very important between the two of you. Again, you know, I don't think this person is going to be perfect. I think, you know, like Spirit said, this says compromise. What card was it? Which card was it? I think it was this one that said it. Look for progress, not perfection. So just look for progress, look for compromise, look for ways to meet each other halfway. Very beautiful. And we do have the Queen of Cups on the bottom. So continue to be nurturing, continue to be loving. This is also a very strong message to fill your own cup up first before filling this person's cup up. Because when we overgive, it can create an imbalance, which, you know we talk about all the time here. I'm just putting some books away while I grab the charms and letters. It is getting dark here now. Hopefully that's not too bright for you. So let's do letters. I want to stir them so that I'm not just picking up, the same handful. There we go. So we have DJ. DJ could be relevant. Maybe you watched Full House. There was DJ and Roseanne too. Anyway, JJ. Jelly. Peanut butter jelly time. T. G. I. Z. W. U. V. C. S. P. W. B. K. V. M. U. H. B. H. N. P. A. Nap! Who needs a nap? I do. Maybe your person needed a spiritual nap. let's get you some charms. You got the love heart. Look, you got the love heart. Very cool. What do we have here? We have a watermelon. Watermelon sugar, that song could be relevant. We have a strawberry. Maybe this person likes the way you taste. Anyway, we have, oh look, we have, that's very similar to the Three of Pentacles we saw with the peacock, divinity, beautiful. Oh, we have a lollipop, so there could have been a cycle that kept repeating here. We have a flower. I always hear he loves me not, because there's one missing there, or they love me not. We have a picture of a cat there. We have another cat. We have a flower, skull, death and rebirth, I'm hearing. We have forward movement, chariot energy with the horse. That's Cancer energy. We have a key. We have, oh my gosh, look at the little turtle. He's just a babe. Look at the little baby. We have a whale tail. We have an elephant. We have the yoga hand. I really do have to put that on my wall. I keep telling you guys I'm going to put it up there, and you keep telling me what it means. We have a heart. We have a starfish. We have a clothespin, could be relevant. A flower. We have a half-filled heart, or maybe, you know, this heart is filling up. Maybe you guys are... This also reminds me of like communicating feelings, because, you know, blue throat chakra communication. Oh, we have a star and the moon. We have Luna the cat. Hi, Luna. I think there's even people named Luna that watch my channel. So hi, Luna, whoever you are, cat, human. I love all of you. We have an angel. So your angels are protecting you. We have a smiley face. Perhaps things are good. Perhaps things are good. We have a ram, so Aries energy. We have a seahorse. Guys, it was my dog's birthday yesterday, and my kids picked out chew toys for them, and one of my kids picked out a seahorse for my dog's birthday, which I thought was really cool, but nobody else did, because, you know, I'm the only crazy one in my house. We have a star. We have a fly. We have the Royal de Fleur, I think it's called. We have a wrench, or whatever this is, making it work. You, the hummingbird. I can just fix it. Just let me fix it. I can force it to work. I laugh because that's me. We have a kitty cat. Oh, look, they're together. We have a chariot, or carriage. Oh my gosh. We have another kitty. We have lots of kitties. Kitties could be relevant. We have a fish, and we have a bone. Oh my gosh. We have the dolphins. Oh my gosh, look. Oh my gosh. Union, soulmates, twin flames. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. All right, pile 3, there are your charms. I hope this finds you well. I hope you're having a great week, and I will be back probably the day after tomorrow with another pick a card. Tomorrow will be personals. Anyway, sending you lots of love and light. I hope that light didn't blind you too much. Anyway, sending you lots of love and light. Bye.